Thanks for joining this 11:11 yoga practice. You may notice this number regularly as you check your clock. Sometimes called angel numbers, they are said to increase your psychic ability and potential for magic or manifestation. As we approach the 11th day of the 11th month, our yoga practice is going to take inspiration from these numbers. Utilising strong connection to our intention, in this 11-minute practice, we can aspire to manifest our ambitions into reality. When you're ready, let's begin.
Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me for another online yoga practice to celebrate 11:11. Firstly, I just want to address, I know a couple of you have mentioned that there are adverts playing annoyingly right in the middle of the videos. I'm so sorry this is happening. I'm not a monetized YouTube channel, so I have no control over adverts. Hopefully at some point in the future we'll have enough subscribers that I can switch all of those off. But until then, I just ask you for your patience, please, while these adverts crop up annoyingly right in the middle of the videos. That being said, we're just going to come into a comfortable seated position and set our intention. So for a moment, I want you to imagine your dream life, how it would feel if all your intentions came into fruition. All areas of your life, wealth, abundance, love, health, fitness, finding all these areas in a perfect equilibrium that aligns with your desires. And when we first do this, sometimes it can feel a little bit uncomfortable. It can feel so far removed from the moment we're in at the moment that it feels impossible. And that's okay, even if it is impossible. I want you to take that visualization, that feeling of your dream life, and distill it down to its purest essence, the very fundamental feeling of that life. We hold that feeling at the center of our chest, this feeling of contentment. And this is our affirmation, our manifestation. And in this way, even if none of your goals ever come into fruition, we have already cultivated the feeling to live in that alignment. And so in this way, we've already accomplished everything we possibly can. So keeping that feeling with you in the center of your chest, close to your heart, we'll begin our practice today. So when you're ready, just come to rest on your hands and knees into a tabletop. And we're going to come into a heart melting pose, a nice opening, gratitude, expansion through your chest. Keep your hips over your knees, inhaling. And then as we exhale, walk those hands forward, palms shoulder width or mat width apart. And just let your heart melt towards the floor. Any injuries to your shoulders, walk your hands back. Otherwise, bring your left arm underneath your right. Release your left ear to the floor. You can stay with this, or you can actually bring your right toes to the back of the mat. Maybe even lift your right leg up, finding balance. Bring your right toes to the back of the mat. And then slide your left arm forwards. Come back into that melting heart pose. And then from here, slide your right arm underneath your left. Maybe bring your left toes to the back of the mat. Or even lift your left leg up, finding balance. Exhale, bring those left toes back down to the mat, left knee under your left hip. And then slide back into that melting heart pose. Take a breath. Exhale fully. Then walk your hands back with your wrists underneath your shoulders. We're going to kick the left shin to the left as we bring the right toes to the back of the mat, moving into a side plank. Left arm strong with a little bend through the elbow as you reach the right arm up. Maybe we stay in stillness, or maybe as we inhale, we reach the right fingertips forwards. And as we exhale, we scrape those fingertips along the floor as we place the left heel towards the left sit bone. Inhale to reach. Find that beautiful dynamic movement. And exhale, little circle. One more time, inhale. Exhale, just really finding that beautiful movement. Inhale, reach the right arm up. And then stay as you are, or as you exhale now, bring your right hand to your right thigh, left arm up and over into a gate pose. These 11:11 moments can sometimes be seen as portals into the mystic, into the magic. And so a gate pose, we can imagine that portal opening to the spirit realm. Inhaling. As we exhale, we can kind of pinwheel that left arm down and around. Bring your right wrist under your right shoulder. Option to tuck your left toes under or keep the foot flat. As you sit the hip towards the heel and reach your arms forwards, you can always keep your shoulders over your wrists. As we inhale, we bring our shoulders back over the wrists. We walk ourselves back through to a center position. Tuck those left toes under as you lift your right leg up and back. And then as you exhale, just open the hip into a three-legged dog. You can find circling of the ankle, circling of the hip, or maybe even finding a little wild thing if there's space, bringing your right toes behind your left, pressing into the left hand and reaching the right arm up. Inhale, three-legged dog, finding that space. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Drop to the knees, come to a tabletop. Take a breath and exhale fully. Now bring your left toes to the back of the mat, kick your right shin to the right, left heel down. Inhale to reach those left fingertips up. As we exhale, stay here, or maybe inhale, reach the fingertips towards the front of the room. And then as we exhale, we sink the hips down, chasing those circles with the arms. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale to reach. Stay as you are, or as you exhale, bring your left hand now to your left thigh, right arm up and overhead. You can gaze down towards your left big toe, or you can turn your gaze up. Gate pose. Inhaling. As we exhale, pinwheel those arms. So I'm going to turn around so I can see you guys. And again, you can tuck those right toes under, or you can place your hip towards your heel. Walk your hands forward, almost like a child's pose variation. See if you can still press through the outside edge of that left foot. Inhale, bring yourself back through center. Now walk yourself back to the front of the mat, keeping your right knee under your right hip. Then as we inhale, lift the right leg up and back. And then as we exhale, moving into that wild thing once again, moving, opening to the opposite side. Inhale, three-legged dog. And then exhale, downward dog. Take a breath. Exhale, drop to your knees, press your hips to your heels. Connect your forehead to the earth or to the backs of your hands.
And as we rest here in child's pose for a few long moments, I want you to bring your awareness back to that feeling we cultivated at the beginning of our practice. How would it feel for you if all your greatest ambitions came into reality in this moment? Take this feeling and hold it close as we slow our breath.
hope this practice has brought a little bit of magic into your day. And remember that that feeling is available to you with or without the goals, with or without everything you desire coming into fruition. It's always available to you at the center of your heart. You can keep that feeling with you. And then in that way, you're already winning. Maybe you finish your practice today with a meditation, reflection. Otherwise, wishing you a wonderful, magical rest of your day and a happy 11/11. Thank you all so much for joining me. Namaste.